Most people believe aging is a slow, irreversible decay, a one-way ticket to breaking down. But they're wrong. Your body isn't a statue. It's a construction site that never sleeps. As you sit there, your skin is reinventing itself every month. Your gut lining? Replaced in days. Your red blood cells? Reborn every few months. Even your bones are being silently chiseled and rebuilt. So why do you feel more inflamed, foggy, and exhausted every year? It's not because your body gave up. It's because the repair shop is open. The mechanics are ready, but the parts never arrived. You've been trying to build a fortress with sand. Today, we change the blueprints. We aren't just talking about health foods. We're talking about the 3 specific biological keys that unlock your body's hidden forge. First, we must address the gold standard of repair, a food that was framed for a crime it never committed. Think of your body as the world's most sophisticated repair shop. Inside, trillions of microscopic workers are waiting for orders. But here is the tragedy. Most of us are starving our mechanics. We live in a world of empty calories, fuel that burns hot but leaves no material behind to fix the engine. When your protein intake drops or the quality is poor, your body is forced into a brutal game of biological triage. It starts stealing from your muscles to save your heart. It sacrifices your skin to protect your lungs. This isn't just aging, it's a slow-motion collapse because the parts are missing. But what if the most powerful repair kit on the planet was already in your fridge? Enter superfood number 1, the egg. For decades, it was the villain of the medical world, accused of clogging arteries and raising cholesterol. But modern science has issued a public apology. The egg is the gold standard of biological value. It contains all 9 essential amino acids in the exact ratio your DNA demands to rebuild tissue. But the real magic isn't just in the white, it's locked inside the golden yolk. Most people throw it away, unknowingly discarding choline, the brain fuel that 90% of adults are missing. Without it, your cell membranes leak, and your liver falters. The yolk isn't a heart attack in a shell, it's a high-speed data cable for your nervous system. Now, the building blocks are here. But there is a security guard in your gut that decides if these parts even get through the door. And most of us have a guard that's fast asleep. You've delivered the building blocks, but here's the cold, hard truth. It doesn't matter how many parts you send to the shop if the manager is incompetent. In your body, that manager is your gut microbiome. We used to think the gut was just a processing tube for waste. We were dead wrong. It is actually the control center for your entire repair system. Imagine a bustling ecosystem of trillions of microorganisms, weighing as much as your brain, working 24/7 to decide what enters your bloodstream and what gets tossed out as trash. Research from Nature Reviews has pulled back the curtain on a staggering reality. Over 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. If this internal environment is chaotic, your body stays in a state of red alert, chronic inflammation. In this state, your repair workers aren't fixing your joints or your skin. They're busy fighting phantom fires. This is why you feel broken, even when you're eating well. You aren't just what you eat, you are what you absorb. This is where superfood number 2 changes the game. Greek yogurt and kefir. Think of these not as snacks, but as biological reinforcements. They are packed with live, beneficial bacteria, lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, that act like a specialized tactical team. They patch the leaks in your intestinal wall and silence the inflammatory alarms. When your gut is calm, your body can finally stop surviving and start rebuilding. But there is a lethal trap most people fall into at the grocery store. They reach for the fruit on the bottom or low-fat flavored versions. This is a catastrophic mistake. Added sugar is a biological weapon against your microbiome. It feeds the bad bacteria that trigger inflammation, effectively canceling out every benefit of the yogurt. To unlock the repair code, it must be plain, unsweetened, and potent. When you pair the raw building blocks of the egg with the optimized absorption of fermented dairy, you create a dual engine for recovery. Your body starts to heal at a pace you haven't felt since your youth. But there's still one missing link. You have the parts, and you have the manager, but you need the power grid, the electrical signals that tell the muscles to move and the heart to beat. And the source of this energy is often hidden in plain sight, sitting in a fruit bowl on your counter. We've secured the building materials and optimized the management, but there is one final invisible hurdle: the electrical flow. Your body is a bioelectric machine. Every heartbeat, every muscle contraction, and every thought in your brain is triggered by a tiny electrical spark. To keep these sparks firing, your cells require a specific concentration of electrolytes. Without them, the power grid of your body begins to flicker. This is why you feel that unexplained muscle weakness, that sudden afternoon crash, or the brain fog that makes you forget why you walked into a room. Enter superfood number 3, the banana. It's often dismissed as a simple snack, but biologically, it's a high-capacity battery. The secret lies in potassium, a mineral so vital that your heart would literally stop beating without it. According to the CDC, a staggering number of adults are running on low battery because they don't meet their potassium needs. When potassium levels dip, your repair signals get garbled. Your muscles can't recover from stress, and your nerves start firing at the wrong times, leading to cramps and restless nights. But the banana is more than just a potassium stick. It's a master of energy logistics. Most people fear carbohydrates because they fear the blood sugar spike, the sudden rush followed by a devastating crash that leaves you hungrier than before. But the banana, especially when paired with the fats and proteins from our previous superfoods, provides a steady, controlled release of fuel. It's the difference between a flash fire that burns out in seconds and a glowing coal that keeps the furnace warm all night long. Furthermore, bananas contain a secret weapon: prebiotic fiber. If the Greek yogurt we discussed earlier provided the reinforcements, the good bacteria, the banana provides the rations they need to survive. It's a complete cycle of support. You are fueling the system that fuels your repair. Imagine the synergy. The egg builds the structure, the yogurt clears the path and manages the workers, and the banana powers the entire operation. You aren't just eating breakfast anymore, you are initiating a high-level biological reboot. You are giving your body the ma-leng, the command code, to stop degrading and start thriving. But as powerful as these three are individually, the real magic happens when they collide. Most people eat them at the wrong times, in the wrong combinations, or with the wrong additives. To truly turn back the clock, you need to understand the synergy protocol, the final secret to making these three ordinary foods perform an extraordinary miracle. And that secret starts with how you break your fast. This is the moment where healthy eating transforms into biological engineering. Individually, these foods are powerful. Together, they are a symphony of restoration. Most people scatter their nutrients throughout the day, forcing the body to wait for missing pieces. But when you align them, you trigger a synergy protocol. Imagine the egg providing the steel beams, the yogurt clearing the construction debris, and the banana switching on the electricity, all at the exact same time. This isn't just a meal, it's a synchronized strike against aging. When you consume these three together, especially as your first meal, you set the repair tone for the next 24 hours. You bypass the morning brain fog because your choline levels are peaked. You avoid the midday energy crash because your gut is shielded and your electrolytes are balanced. You aren't just surviving the day, you are dominating it. Science shows that when the body has everything it needs in one concentrated window, it stops hoarding fat and starts investing in expensive tissue repair. But the most profound change isn't what happens in your cells. It's what happens in your mind. For the first time, you aren't fighting your body. You are leading it. You are no longer a victim of time or genetics. You've handed your internal mechanics the high-performance parts they've been begging for. The power grid is stable, the management is efficient, and the foundation is unbreakable. This is the blueprint for a version of you that doesn't just age, but evolves. The only question left is, are you ready to stop watching your body break down and start watching it rise? This is the aha moment. Individually, these are just groceries. Together, they are a biological masterpiece. Think of it as a triple threat strike. The egg builds the wall, the yogurt clears the smoke, and the banana lights up the room. When these three hit your system in unison, you aren't just eating, you are initiating a system restore. Most people wait for a miracle pill to stop the clock, but they ignore the symphony happening on their plate. By aligning the building blocks, the management, and the power grid, you create an environment where disease struggles to breathe and vitality becomes the default. You've moved beyond the what and mastered the how. The noise of the world says you're breaking down. The science in your kitchen says you're just getting started. It's time to stop being a passenger in your own decay and become the architect of your rebirth. The final truth is simple. Your body isn't a burden to carry. It is a miracle to maintain. It's a vessel that has fought for you since the day you were born, quietly patching every wound and fueling every dream with whatever scraps you provided. Imagine what it can do now that you've given it the master keys. Food was never just about calories or cravings. It is the most powerful form of information you can send to your DNA. By choosing the right signals, you aren't just eating for today. You are building the version of yourself that will live 10, 20, or 30 years from now. The repair shop is open. The mechanics have the parts. The power is back on. Your body isn't broken. It was just waiting for you to lead. Start now, because the most incredible story you will ever tell is the one written in your own cells. Reclaim your code. Rebuild your life.